We got black people in power, but they don't have powers. We got black people with money. We have black people with money that we think are giants, but in the company of their white counterparts, they are midgets. Now, if we want to get where we want to go, we can't focus on the house that has rejected us and our fathers for 400 years. We have to now focus on ourselves. Now follow this and I'm out of here. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, our unity is more powerful than an atomic or hydrogen bomb. That's the one thing we have never tried. We've kneeled in, crawled in, prayed in, lied in, slept in, but still we are out. If you want to get what you want, we gotta start with a contract with us. A contract, a covenant with us. We in leadership make a covenant with your people that you will never sell them out. We as leaders, President Bush, bless his heart, is worried about weapons of mass destruction. No dark nation should have a weapon of mass destruction. They have a fear. France got it. England got it. I think Germany may have something. South Africa has it. Israel has it. These are some of them, the former colonial masters. They have the right to have it, but don't give it to a darker power. We're worried about China has it. India has it. Lord have mercy. Pakistan got it. Korea was the axis of evil. Now Korea said, well, we got it. All of a sudden they fell off the screen. It's now Iran and Iraq. Well, if they are so afraid of weapons of mass destruction, my teacher, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, said, our unity is more powerful than an atomic or hydrogen bomb. That's the one thing we have never tried. We've kneeled in, crawled in, prayed in, lied in, slept in, but still we are out. If you want to get what you want, we gotta start with a contract with us. A contract, a covenant with us. We in leadership make a covenant with your people that you will never sell them out. We as leaders, listen. We as leaders, so-called, must make a covenant with our people that nothing is more important than the salvation of a people who are now on a death march. While we're singing and dancing and popping our finger and shaking our backside to the world, we are on a death march into ovens, but not the same oven called Auschwitz. But it is a destruction coming to our people through bad health care, no health insurance, HIV, AIDS, drive-by shootings, gang conflict, crack cocaine. We are now become the enemy of ourselves. So we have to make a covenant. And in closing, in my conclusion, oh yes, I'm a Baptist preacher now. In my conclusion.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. Thank you so much for always coming back and tuning in. For the first time, please, if you really come across this video, please make sure you just subscribe, like, and also comment to make this channel grow together. So guys, I want you guys to just continue watching this video whereby really Louis Farrakhan, he sent a message to the black people. What this Minister Louis Farrakhan wants is only the unity among the black people, the black diaspora. Wherever you really find the black people, the unity is power. So he wants to unite all the black folks, the black American, the Africa, and the entire world. So let's watch this video and at the end, then I'll come back with more comment. I'm your host, Leslie J. Let's watch this video together.
In the 37th chapter of Ezekiel, there was some dry bones that were in a valley. And the bones were talking to one another. They were having a conversation about a contract. And as they were having this contract, some of the bones said, our hope is lost. Our bones are dried. We are cut off from our pot. There's some that are watching by television and some in this audience that think that we will never come together, that we will never make the right covenant or contract. I say to you, go back and read your scripture. Because when the Son of Man was set down in that valley that was full of bones, he spoke to those bones and the bones shook and the bones rattled. But they never stood up. So he went back to his sender and he said, Lord, I have spoken to the bones. And nobody has spoken to the bones like black leaders and black preachers. Nobody speaks to the bones like a Reverend Jackson or a T.D. Jakes or Bishop Long or Bishop Patterson or Cornel West. And those of us that preach, Reverend Sharpton, the bones always listen. The bones shake. The bones rattle. But they never get up. And they never do what they're supposed to do. So one generation dies and another generation is born. And we continue to run the same game. So the Son of Man went back to his sin and said, I've been talking. The bones been shaken, but there's still no life in them. He said, well, don't talk to the bones no more. Prophesy to the winds and let the winds blow on these bones. See, Bush is a wind. Your rejection at the table is a wind. My brother's going to dinner in the White House and can't come away with what is in the best interest of all our people. Jesse running twice, but still couldn't come away with what our people need. All of this is a farce. If we don't make up our minds today to make this contract, this covenant today, not with us and the Democratic Party, to hell with the Democrats and to hell. Having listened carefully to all of my wonderful brothers and sisters, I recognize that the thing that is missing is not the genius that is present or the genius that is absent, but the thing that is missing is the unity of us as a people. My beloved brother, Mr. Frazier, articulated some magnificent economic truths that can be realized fully by the unity of us as a people. My sister talked about education and health issues. We cannot any longer depend on a benevolent white person in office to look out for our needs. That responsibility is ours. Now, whether my brother, Bishop Eddie Long, can visit the White House and speak on behalf of us, or whether the Reverend Jackson can visit the White House and speak on behalf of us, or any of us,
They haven't invited me, Mr. They haven't invited me to the White House.
Well, you're on your way though, brother, for sure. When you can assemble us like this, you are a very important man. The few points that I want to make is based on what I heard. My sister with the union, she wants to be at the right table at the right time to talk about the right issues where workers are concerned. Everyone at this table, my dear sister, talked about policy and community. Reverend Lowry and Reverend Sharpton brilliantly defined for us really the crux of the matter. Here's what I see. Respectfully, Frederick Douglass said, power concedes nothing without a demand. But power won't even concede to a demand if the demand is coming from a weak constituency that looks like they've lost their testicular fortitude. Careful now, careful. I'm a Baptist preacher too. But listen, family, listen. The generational gap is serious, but it's written of in Scripture. When Moses gathered the people in the wilderness, he spied the promised land. But there were some giants in the promised land. And the people were asked, go in, we're with you. They said, wait a minute, God. We would go, but the giants are there. They had no faith that they could take the land from the giants. So what did God say? Okay, you wander in the wilderness till you die out, and I will take your children and they will inhabit the promised land. Martin Luther King said, I've been to the mountaintop. I have seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but we as a people will get there when we separate from a pharaohic idea of mental slavery. Our children, listen, our children cannot eat at the table of illusion and hypocrisy. Most of us who have access, who have wealth, who have quote unquote positions, we are like mannequins in the shopping mall of democracy. When you go to the shopping mall, you see the mannequin. The mannequin is dressed in what you would like to buy. The mannequin can't talk. The mannequin can't walk. We got black people in power, but they don't have power. We got black people with money, people with money that we think are giants, but in the company of their white counterparts, they are midgets. Now, if we want to get where we want to go, we can't focus on the house that has rejected us and our fathers for 400 years. We have to now focus on ourselves. Now follow this, and I'm out of here. I'm complete. Follow this. Selma, Alabama, where so many good people lost their lives. So many good people were maimed and wounded. So many scarred for life, that we might have a right to vote. But we have not used that vote as wisely as we should have. And in some respects, we have betrayed those who died for us. Because we went to sleep thinking that the strife was o'er, the battle done, the victory of life was won, only to turn around and find that 30 years later, the same man who was mayor then is mayor now. We know that all human beings can be redeemed. And we believe in redemption. But things are still the same. You have the right to vote. You have wonderful politicians. You have people that are serving in many different capacities. But if you look at the condition of the masses of our people, it remains the same. So we did not get the right to vote, and Mother Cooper did not knock down the sheriff for us to be knocked down by machinations and schemes that rob us of the freedom that they suffered to try to give us. I'm not here in Selma to create any problem. The problem is already here. Some of these that have opposed my presence, what are their works? We've read their words in the paper, but what are their works? On my way to this beloved and sacred place, I saw a sign, "This way to racial harmony," as though racial harmony was on the bridge. Racial harmony is not on the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Racial harmony can only come when there's racial justice. Farrakhan did not come to disrupt what doesn't exist. You see, our people are not foolish. We don't need magic. We need truth. We don't need magic. We don't need deception. We need truth. Those of you in power, you know that you're deceiving black people. You know you are making them to believe that something exists that you know does not exist. So the real liars, the real deceivers, the real game players, see, that's who are afraid of my coming, because the truth in my mouth exposes their lies, their deceit, their chicanery. While I was walking through the museum of voting and civil rights, it took every bit of strength to keep the tears from falling from my eyes, to think of how my brothers and sisters have suffered to vote for the same people that put them in this condition. How my people have suffered to be turned into apologists for their former slave masters and their children. How my people have suffered for a vote to put some of you in office and then you sell them out. While I was in the museum reminiscing over Dr. Martin Luther King and the Reverend James Luther Bevel and all of those who came to Selma, Kwame Ture and others who came not to be seen on television, but to rectify a gross wrong, a gross injustice. And the media would act as though all injustice has been corrected. All suffering has ended. All racism has ended. And then have the nerve to call me a notorious bigot while the bigotry, the racism, and the hatred still exists in Selma, Alabama, 30 years after Dr. Martin Luther King. I'm not here to stir up hatred, but if you had not been unjust to black people, there would be no hatred for nobody to stir up. Love and justice does not produce hatred, but it is evil and injustice that has produced hatred if hatred exists. While I was in the museum, His Honor, the mayor, Mr. Smitherman, came to see if the people of his plantation are still all right. He came by and they tell me, I didn't hear him say it, but I heard that he said they're going to investigate Mr. Sanders and a grant that he received to see if he used any of that grant money to bring this hater and this bigot to Selma. I wish he was here so I could tell him to his teeth. Sanders and Senator Sanders did not offer me one dime, nor did I ask for one dime to come to Selma. I paid my way every mile of the journey. And the love offering that you gave, thinking that you gave to me, I put $100 in that bucket, and I'm giving every dime right back to Selma, that Selma may improve her own condition. So, Mayor, you can go back to doing something better with your time. I came here to Selma to talk to you because your biggest enemy is not the white man. Your biggest enemy is your fear of the white man. Your biggest enemy is not the white man. Your biggest enemy is your ignorance of the white man. Fear and ignorance is your number one enemy. How dare you say you are a Christian and that you know Jesus Christ and are walking in fear of the very shadow of your enemy. The scripture said perfect love casteth out fear, and that is your problem. You don't love God enough. You don't love yourself enough. You don't love one another enough. I will tell you all, you can talk that foolishness to the ignorant. But see, you cannot bring that to me because I know you.
Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you have just watched that full video, how really Louis Farrakhan, he has a message to the black folks. He has a message to all the black entire across all over the world, because one thing that's always dividing the black people is always about unity. Unity is power. Unity can really make a community to grow economically, to grow emotionally, to grow all over. But wherever these people have been living in divided, we might be facing a lot of challenges. That's why now in America, a lot of them, a black community really going through a lot during segregation, during so many things. So Louis Farrakhan, he has really a very, very powerful message to the black folks. You must really listen to this message, and you must follow what the minister is really telling us. Because one thing I really love this minister is, he has been always fighting for the black people. He has been always fighting for us. And that's why when I really came across this video, I say that this now the message that really required to be reach so many white audience, because all the black people must really receive this message. And we have seen a lot of the division in United States, whereby you find that this is now the Latinos, they are really doing on. We find the black Latinos, you find also the Asian, we find so many people being divided. But one thing I have really made us to be this country to be the way it is, because of the unity among the West people. West people, they are the more united, and that's why during the colonization period, they really used what we call it the divide and rule, and that's why they really divide our community so much. So you find our brothers from diaspora, you find other people from different countries. So they really divided us so that you cannot have really negotiate on that. And wherever you just go to any other countries, like you find this western region, this is eastern region, they were just colonized by the different countries. And that's why I normally say that these people, they were so united, and that's why they really divided Africa at large. But now Louis Farrakhan is really coming out and say that no, enough is enough. We must unite it, because wherever this nation, wherever this black community will really be united, we'll be having a more development. We'll also have the economical growth. We will make our community to be seen, because we have been used to be called them. We have been always being called the supreme. These people are just called them white supremacy. But with the black people, we have been always being forgiven. We have never been being impressed by these white folks, and that's why they always calling us how they really view us as really the failures. And these people that have been really forgotten that they really taken our sources from here in Africa. So they took our sources, help them to really make America to be creative, because without black people, Black American, they really vote for this American. They were really building this America for so many years. But these people, they don't have any credit to give for them. And wherever they really see any the black history goes viral, they don't want us, the Black American, to really know our own history. They just want us to really remain the way we are, to have that system, because they really build this system of the humiliation against the black people. This system, it has really affected the black community in large numbers. This system always benefiting them. This system has been always benefiting this community at large numbers. And that's why at a time like this, we have seen a lot of now the white folks really coming out and realize that we are really the inventors, because we the black people, we invented everything. Everything these people they are being used were just invented but by us. But they don't want to come out and really recognize the fighting we are really fighting. And these other communities, they have been always also disrespecting the black folks at large. And that's why wherever we just see these people, they always disrespecting us, resist us. But it has now reached a time that we must change, and change must start with a unity. And that's why Mr. Farrakhan is really calling out to have that unity, to be united, so that we can really have also the bargaining power and make our nations to really grow. So guys, I want to hear from you guys about this message, how you really get this message from Louis Farrakhan, message to the black folks. I'm your host, Leslie J, and kindly, if you haven't subscribed, remember to subscribe, like, and also comment. So let's grow this channel together. Bye for now. See you in the next one.